how will they run our country, right?
So our country's future will be decided by the present.
What, in your opinion, should be the education system that our future is secure and
To establish themselves in that level that
to rebuild students' trust on our education system?
the system has started reforming.
The floods in Assam,
We aspire to be a developed country by.
the river Yamuna, that is very polluted.
Actually, I was watching Alak Pandya sir. What kind of mentality you go through when you come across such kinds of things?
Discuss about the problem and think about the solution. And hello everyone, welcome back to Soulful English Journey. And today we have a very wonderful guest here with us, Vijay sir. Hello sir, how are you and how have you been so far and how is your day going so far?
Yeah, firstly, thank you. Thank you for having me on your channel. And I'm absolutely fine. I'm doing good. And how about yourself? How are you?
I'm also doing fantastic. Can't complain. Everything is just hunky dory at my end as well. And yes, I think we haven't introduced ourselves. So before we dive more into the conversation, I would like to know more about you. Would you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I would like to introduce myself. Hello everyone. My name is Vijay Kumar. I'm from Bokaro, Jharkhand, and I'm a student. And I'm very fascinated about this language, English. That's why I'm here, and I'm trying to learn this language. I'm trying to communicate with different kinds of people. So today I got the opportunity to interact with Pooja. So I'm very glad to be here on this conversation. So this is pretty much about me. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself on your channel. I think I was going through your videos, so I think I don't require your introduction as we are remaining with very few minutes. So let's
Okay,
let's
that's
dive into
great.
the
That's
conversation.
great. Yes, because I also now I don't like that much introducing myself because yeah, I feel that it will take a lot of our time, right? So yeah, we can directly get into the conversation, and you have brought a topic, right? The paper leak is
Uh,
going to be the
yeah,
topic today.
but what I'm thinking now, to discuss that topic, and with the limited time we have, that time will not be enough to discuss that topic because paper leak, which we were planning to discuss on this conversation, it will take a longer time, and it can't be discussed within like very short period of time, like we start with that topic, then with the first question, if you or if I start giving the answers about that topic paperly, then it will take longer time. So we can talk about anything like random topic. What?
Yeah, we can go with the flow. Uh, yes, and as we are also, younger generation of our nation, we know that the kind of things that has been going in at first we were called cockroach by our chief justice, and then the protests that happen in Jantar Mantar, a lot of things are happening in our country, and yes, it started with when government didn't take accountability about students, about paper leak. Uh, then students started with peaceful march, and then a lot of things happened. And I think in Jharkhand as well, there is protest going on, right?
Yeah, actually, I actually the I we discussed about like we decided to have a discussion on this paper leak just because it was like a nation voice sometime before it was going on the protest for paper leak for NEET. But nowadays, like in our state also, like I belong to Jharkhand, and in our state also, people and mainly the students are on the road. They are protesting for recently paper leak for JPSC examination. That's a state level, the highest, and I can say that's the highest examination of the state, like a state level examination that one is, and some kinds of paper leak was found on that. examinations, and because of that, the students of Jharkhand are not really satisfied the way the examination was conducted. So they are just dissatisfied with that, and they are protesting for that. And the education ministry is with the CM only, CM of Jharkhand, and CM of Jharkhand, who is Honorable Hemant Soren. So for that, the protest is going on, and it is going on in a very large scale. And every national media is also covering that protest. So that's why I can say that it is like viral everywhere. Like people everywhere, that protest is in talk. So I think you
Yes,
might have also heard or seen any kinds of news about that.
yes, I was not that much aware of that protest that is happening in Jharkhand, but on social media itself, I got to know about it because I think mainstream media is not talking about these kind of things. They just
No,
talk
they
about.
Mhm. Actually, the mainstream media has also started covering that protest, because in every national media like Lallan Tap, Republic Bharat.
Where also the protest is happening there. What's the reason behind that? I have watched some of videos of that as well. Like people are protesting in Jammu and Kashmir as well, maybe regarding inflation, increasing inflation or something. I didn't went deeper into that, and a lot
Uh,
of.
wait. Could you please repeat your initial question? What?
I said I think in Jammu and Kashmir also the protest is happening that is regarding increasing of an inflation. Are you aware of that?
No, actually, sorry, I'm not aware about that. Actually, I rarely watch news, like But this paper leak, I was aware about this paper leak because like we are a student, so these kinds of I take care about these kinds of news. Mhm.
Yes, it is a matter of concern because if the paper leak will keep on happening, then our future is in danger, right? Because the most people or student who suffer from these kind of things are who are from like middle class family, and who are belongs to poor family. Like our parents take a heavy loan from a bank, and they mm, teaches us, I mean they make us study further, but when these kind of things happens, it's very disheartening. A lot of people are committing students are committing suicide, so who will take accountability? I don't think so that if only one education minister is has resigned, that is not going to change the system. That will I mean uh, what can I say? That can change little bit things,
Mhm.
but entirely. Uh,
Uh,
is first we
Actually,
need
mhm.
to change our
You are
education
right.
system.
You are right. You are right. Like the education minister has resigned. What will change? Like uh, that has only given a kind of us little hope that okay, that you protested in such a large scale, and the resignation was just a small result of the protest. But the situation, and to make sure that in future also such kinds of things doesn't happen, for that, like the entire system has to be reformed, with the honest and we have to put some really honest persons in those positions in the entire systems, like who like such kinds of person who doesn't like do any kind of illegal activities, and in pressure from their seniors or senior ministry, they should not do any kind of illegal and wrong things, like there are many officers who just forcefully, even they don't want to do anything, they just do it because they have pressure. So such
Yes,
kinds of things happen.
but because of this, the credibility. of students on entire examination system has been affected, because now I think we don't have that much trust on our education system. We don't know what can happen at any time, and especially when you have been preparing for last 5 years, 8 years, 10 years. I have seen people around me that they have been preparing since it's been 8 years, but still they are preparing in library. When I see people, they are maybe 40, 45, but still they are preparing, and then we see these kind of news that the paper leak happened, this happened, that happened. So I think the government is responsible for that. They should have secure, they should have proper security and all, right? So how can these kind of things happen if they have tight security? Or maybe the technology should be more advanced in terms of exams, because the
Mhm.
entire future of a student is dependent on these kind of
Examination.
examinations, right? If they are not they are not done legally, if someone, for example, someone are buying those papers illegally, then they are going to be the future doctor, maybe they are going to be the future administrator. Then how will they run our country, right? They will ruin our country. So they are
Uh,
corrupt from the initial stage. So what they can do in future, we can't even imagine, right? They can do anything.
if anybody is entering into any government service by by buying paper, by spending lots of money, so what will be his or her first priority? To recover the money, and in legal way they can't recover that much of money, so they will be also involved in such kinds of illegal activities. So uh, in indirectly, actually, when such kinds of paper leak is going on and happening, so indirectly the system only inviting people, wrong people, and they are inviting wrong action in future, which can create a disaster like for the country. So whatever, like our, as we say, our future is decided by what, by our present action. So if the system at the present time they will conduct wrong action, so our country's future will be decided by the present, at the by the present action of system, that how the system is working in present time. So if the system will work in such a wrong way, then we can't expect a better future of our country.
Yes, true thing. Now we have discussed about the issue, and what in your opinion should be the steps taken care uh, make our education system now credible for students, so that they can build that trust again on our education system, that our future is secure, and they don't need to do this kind of protest in future. Any two suggestions that you have in your mind that you think should be there in our education system, or steps should be taken to rebuild students trust on our education system?
See, firstly, what I think, instantly, this can't be happen. What you are saying, it will take time, because like the system and the paper leak which is going on nowadays, like it hasn't happened instantly or within a day. It has, for the person who are doing such kinds of thing, they have already, they have really given, they must have given a good time to establish themselves in that level, that they can perform such kinds of activity like paper leak. It's not a easy task. So what I think, it can't be improved so easily and so immediately. It will take time, and for that, we public, the common public, have to be aware about this, and they have to be very responsible, and they have to be very careful while voting. you know if we are if when we expect a better system for our country, a better politician, better leader, so firstly we have to be very responsible during election time. And it's our responsibility. Somehow what I think, whatever is happening, somewhere we common people are also responsible, because we had not been that responsible while choosing our leader. If we choose the correct person, then we can expect something good. Like, okay, there are some politicians who manipulate public, but now we should be aware and we should be educated. And today's public and common people, and we can say the students are very aware about it. And they have started raising questions, asking questions about their right, what's going on. So it will take time, but we youth, we students, the students of today's, they have really taken initiative for this. And we saw that during the protest in Jantar Mantar, and now it is going on in state wise also. In every state, you can see, like sometime before in Bihar also some kinds of protest was going on. And nowadays in Jharkhand also, Jharkhand, which is considered as one of the most backward state, but people are aware, and they have become aware. The students of Jharkhand too nowadays, and they have started asking questions. So the system has started reforming here onwards, when the students started asking questions. So when there will be one-on-one interaction between the public and their leader, then the things can go and the system can work properly in a right way and in an honest way. And one more thing I'd like to say, that we should not allow the leaders to bring somebody from their family into politics, because politics play a really a major role in such kinds of things. Like, if anyone think that they can do anything, they can do a very serious kind of action like paper leak. So it's a very serious problem. And if they gathered that much of courage to do that activity like paper leak, so you can just imagine that how much support, and in how much in higher level of support he has achieved, so that he could dare to do that activity.
Yes, you mentioned amazing, insightful answers, I would say. Yes, first we need to be aware of things. And I think these days people are aware, right? They are
Yeah,
educated to raise their voice, and we have seen, because earlier I think because of social media as well, people are becoming more aware of these things. Because
yes, yes,
see,
you're right.
when that protest was happening in Jantar Mantar, mainstream media was not showing anything on their channel. They were silent and no one was saying nothing. It was just Instagram where people were uploading videos of what was happening there in Jantar Mantar, and media from other from outside India also was there. I've seen some of
Ah,
the videos, and some people from other countries were there to cover the whole scenario, but the mainstream media was not showing the reality. And that is also very sad thing, because media is called the one of the
fourth
pillars
pillar.
of our constitution or of our nation, right? But if the media is not showing the reality out there in the to the common people, then who will do that, right? But I think because of Instagram, because of social media, people, though there are pros and cons both of social media as well, because rumor can be spread easily on social media. The information will be unfiltered over there on social
Mhm.
media. People post anything, we only get to know about the one side, one perspective of the scenario, whatever is happening. We don't know the other side of that. So but still, we people are getting aware. If our parents watches news, they will have a totally different mindset, because media is showing that kind of thing which are in favor of the government, or the leader whoever are there in a power, right? But they are not showing the reality, what is behind, what is happening in countries. A lot of things are there. You have seen the floods in Assam, and
Yeah.
the river Yamuna, that is very polluted. So lot many things. When government, when there is election, they do a lot of promises that we will do this, we will do that, but later they forget everything. But yeah, this has been happening in our country for so long, but now as our youth is aware of these things, and yeah, I believe that there will be some changes in the future, and that should be, because our India aspired to be a developed country before 2030. But if these kind of things keeps on happening, I don't think so that this thing can ever happen, that India can be developed country. So everything should be taken care, because in India, most of the population is youngster, right? So if their future is not secure, if they are insecure, if they will commit suicide, then there will be no future of the country. So these things should be considered in front, I think, whenever we because we are going to give votes in future.
Hmm.
So we need to be aware of this thing as well, as you mentioned. So yes, these are the very insightful perspectives that you brought here in front of us about on this issue. And yes, it is amazing.
Yeah, like whatever you said, like your point of view is also like very correct. That when we when we aspire to be a developed country by 2030, then such kinds of if when such kinds of things will happen in our country and the system will run in this way, then we can't expect our country to be a developed country by 2030. And these are the things like actually we youth, we people like students, the upcoming students, like we really need to take initiative to improve our system. You told me about the floods. I was going through some of the news article about the flood in Assam, and I was very happy to see some people like some influencer, I can say some responsible people who have taken a stand, and they have tried to help the people there. And actually, I was watching Alag Pandya sir from Physics Wala, and like the
Lot of people,
videos he has created.
but
Yeah,
yes,
some of.
yes. I also saw a lot of people were going there, and they were uh, giving foods and the basic amenities to the people who were affected. I think 7 lakh plus people were affected by that flood, and it's really, really very sad thing for our
Yeah.
country. It's
Mhm.
there are a lot of loss of life and animals. So uh, uh, I think when the government came on the authority, they said that they will do something for the Assam for these floods, because it has been happening in Assam for so long. But later, I think the leader forget those things, or maybe they get busy in some other works. I don't know about that anything. But yes, and these kind of when these kind of calamities happen, and after that they become aware of these things, that okay. And in the kind of thing happened in Pahalgam, again happened in Kashmir. I also watched that news. A lot of things are happening there, and yes, we but
Okay, okay. So actually, you tell me when you come to know about such kinds of incidents in our country, like Assam flood, paper leak, that Pahalgam incident, like. what kind of mentality you go through when you come across such kinds of news.
I feel very sad, and I feel that uh, why these kind of things, like we can't do anything about floods, but we can take precautious actions. We
Mhm.
about paper leak as well. Uh, it's the matter of our future, right? I feel very bad. What can I feel apart from that? And I feel like saying something on the topic. That is what we can do, right? Apart from that, what we can do, we can make people aware of these things, that these are the things that are happening in our life, or in our country, and we can discuss these things with other people and know their perspective on these things, and discuss about the problem and think about the solution. And if we can do anything towards that, we can, if we can take actions to mitigate these kind of things, then we will try our best to do that, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yes, and yes, now it's time to wrap up the conversation. It was amazing, insightful conversation. We talked on some incisive questions we discussed. So it was amazing conversation with you. And yes, I hope you also enjoyed and learned something out of this conversation.
Yes. Yeah, it was really a wonderful conversation with you. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Okay,